brothers and sisters, and Shalom. This is Brother Karash, and we're with another class with the Mount Zion in Nevada, 144K. And Brother Tahar here, one of our students and family, asked a question. Why are we suffering so long these last 2019 years? And Yahweh already died for our sins, so shouldn't we have been saved then? Okay, what is the time? The main quick answer is that Yahweh has a plan and he has prophecies to be fulfilled. So those prophecies must be fulfilled. If Christ would have saved us then Deuteronomy 28th chapter wouldn't have come to pass. So the Lord Christ had a plan that he had to fulfill those steps. That was the agreement he made with Yahweh Shai in the heavenly world to save Israel. So, the ways of sin is death. We should all, by Christ's time, all Israel was in sin, like the whole world now is in sin. We should all be dead. But Christ said, look, instead of the death penalty, hard labor for 2,000 years. And the Lord said, okay, I'm going to kill them spiritually, mentally, physically, historically, killed us every way, but we're still here as a people. Okay? So he buried us, made us dead, living dead, so that we could go through the captivity. Because I'm going to read in Jeremiah. Actually, I'm going to read Acts first. Acts says 1:6-7. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel? So they were asking the same question we all asked him. At that time, you're the man, we believe you're Christ. Are you going to save us now? He said unto them, it is not for you to know the times, remember the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power. Even the angels don't even know when Christ is coming back. Okay? Because the Lord is controlling Christ. Now Jeremiah, let's see why this is. He just told him, looks not for you to know. Because if you knew, you probably couldn't live the rest of your life. Okay? But there's a program and there's a plan. And the plan is not by man's time. The Lord is divine. This ain't nothing in like a child. You leave for a day, a little baby be like you left for a month. The Most High has his own time and a process that we're learning in lesson. Okay? To rule the kingdom forever, we have to learn what hell is in this little time. And now we're in the depths of hell, so when we rule heaven, to rule heaven requires behavior. We're not going to go to heaven messing up like this. So this is the growth. Jeremiah 46:27-28. Fear not thou, O my servant Jacob, and be not dismayed, O Israel, for behold, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed, meaning descendants, from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and be at rest and at ease, and none shall make him afraid. Fear thou not, O Jacob, my servant, saith the Lord Yahweh, for I am with thee. For I will make a full end of all the nations whither I have driven thee. Here's the point. But I will not make a full end of thee, but correct thee in measure. Yet will I not leave thee wholly unpunished. It's a measurement. According to our sins that our fathers did, this is the sentence. Okay? We got to do the time. We did the crime. Now, when you read the Bible in Ezekiel, it tells you about the Lord's going to show us our sins, and we're going to loathe ourselves because we're going to know we did all of that. Our fathers did that. Lord, you were right to put us in captivity. So this is all according to our sins, what we're going through. The lynching, the lack of knowledge, the white man over us. He's the jailer, and we're doing time. Now our time is almost up. We're being pardoned. You see? So in the time of eternity, this is nothing but a second of time. So we got to look beyond this time of suffering to the eternity that we're going to be released to when we do our time. But now we just read where it's not for us to know the times, but now Christ was talking to the disciples then. There are certain people the Most High has given us insight. Certain prophets and kings about the times of the end. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 7. And we're going to start at 16. Wisdom of Solomon 7:16. For in his hand are both we and our words. Remember that. It's not my words. In the Yahweh's hand is we and our words, all wisdom also in knowledge of workmanship. Then Solomon said, the most wisest black man ever ruled the planet Earth, next to Christ, for he hath given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely to know how the world was made. Okay? Solomon knew exactly what I showed you in the last class about how the earth was made. Way before the white men telling us how it was made, black people already knew it was made. Then it said, to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements. So all of this science, we already knew it already. Solomon knew it. But on a higher level than anything we got now. Because from the science of the ancient world, you don't see all this pollution that they left. They were able to put it back in its state and use it. Whether it's nuclear power, whether it's, whatever power you're talking about, they had it. Then it said, I'm going to jump to 18 verse. The beginning, ending, in the midst of times. The alteration of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons. So the main thing, Solomon knew the beginning. And he knew the end times. He knew how this all going to end. He see what we're seeing now. Then it says the middle, meaning the Middle Ages, the middle time between Genesis 1 and 1 and the coming of Christ. He knew all of that. And he knew the Bible, like the Lord showing us the beginning and the end of times. This is what Solomon knew about our coming. So that's the question to that. Why we say? Because we had sinned, our fathers sinned, and there's a time frame the Most High is correcting us according to measure. There's a measured time. This is going to happen forever. And now we're in the time. Read one more here. In Matthew's 24, and then we'll go to the next question. 24 and 33, it says, but of that day and hour no man knoweth, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Yeah. Right there. So no one knows. No one knows when he's coming back, when he's going to finish this out. Even Christ is sitting there like, you ready, Father? I'm ready to go to save Israel. And even angels don't know. Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael. No one knows but Yahweh the Father. So, yeah.
You know what I read too about this? After these people,
you done with this question real quick?
Yeah, but she has a question.
So you're gonna close it out?
Well, there was one more close up to the question.
Yeah, I got a question.
I mean, that was it. That's enough for the answer to that question.
Okay.